Okay, let's just dive right in because this is huge. Hollywood has a new star rising, but maybe not the kind you're expecting.
Yeah, definitely not. We're talking about someone or something that isn't actually human.
Not human at all. And it's kicking off, well, basically a full-blown war in the film industry right now.
And that's not just, hype. This is genuinely causing an existential crisis for actors. We're talking about AI actresses.
Specifically, one named Tilly Norwood. She's described as hyper-real, created by a tech studio over in London.
Right, entirely digital.
And here's the real kicker, the part that sounds like science fiction. Rumor has it, a major Hollywood talent agency is about to sign her.
An AI with an agent.
It sounds completely wild, doesn't it? But it seems to be happening.
And Tilly, well, she sort of represents everything actors have been worried about for years, bubbling under the surface.
It suggests the big studios aren't just thinking about this stuff anymore.
No, they're actively using it. Quietly experimenting with AI actors, maybe behind the scenes.
So that's our mission for this deep dive. We're going to cut through all the noise, the PR spin, and give you the real story.
Yeah, the shortcut to understanding what's actually going on, this, well, frankly, kind of terrifying new reality for Hollywood.
We'll get into exactly what Tilly is, why human actors are so incredibly angry, and what the studios know be hiding.
So if you want to know why this digital creation is arguably the most controversial figure in entertainment today, stick around.
Okay, let's start with the basics. Tilly Norwood. What makes her so different from, say, CGI characters we've seen before?
Well, the term they're using is hyper-real digital actress. First of its kind, apparently. Meaning she's built entirely from AI algorithms. There's no human base model, no voice actor initially. She's pure code, designed from the ground up.
Wow. So no body, no voice, just data?
Exactly. A completely bespoke creation aiming for, I guess, digital perfection, like the ultimate zero to fame story without needing a dressing room or, lunch.
Okay, but here's where it gets really weird for me. Maybe a bit unsettling. This .code has a huge public profile already.
Oh, yeah, it's wild. She's got something like, over 44,000 Instagram followers?
44,000. And she posts like a real influencer selfies, fake coffee runs, even pictures from like imaginary movie sets.
It's all meticulously managed to blur that line between reality and simulation.
She posts better selfies than I do, and she doesn't even exist. It's like Black Mirror, but make it glam.
It creates this weird feedback loop, right? People engage with her like she's real, which just boosts her perceived fame.
And her creator, Elaine van der Velden, when she introduced Tilly at the Zurich Summit, how did she frame it?
She called Tilly a creative work a new paintbrush, basically arguing it's just another tool for filmmakers. Evolution, not replacement.
A paintbrush.
But, there's a big difference between a tool and something that potentially takes your job.
Exactly. And that leads us straight from the tech hype into the immediate, very emotional backlash from actual human actors.
Right. Because they don't see a paintbrush. They see something that could paint right over their careers. The reaction was instant and pretty intense.
You really feel it in the reports. Big names stepping up: Emily Blunt, Whoopi Goldberg, Natasha Lyonne. They're using words like terrifying and deeply misguided.
Yeah, the fury seems to stem from this feeling of violation. They've honed their craft for years, poured their souls into performances.
And now a machine can seemingly mimic that.
Or at least attempt to commodify that emotional essence. That's the fear.
Which is why the Actors Union had to weigh in, right?
Absolutely. SAG-AFTRA didn't mince words. They came out almost immediately.
And what was their official stance?
They called Tilly Norwood, and this is pretty brutal, a character built on stolen performances.
Stolen performances, that's a heavy charge. What does that mean practically? How is an AI stealing?
Well, this gets to the core of the protest. The union argues these AI systems weren't just created out of thin air. They had to be trained.
Trained on what?
On vast amounts of data derived from human actors. Their likenesses, their movements, their voice patterns, specific performances, often without consent.
Ah, okay. So the argument is that Tilly can act because the AI learned by analyzing countless hours of real human work.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Work that wasn't agreed to, wasn't paid for. It's like strip mining the essence of acting, according to them.
So Tilly's success isn't just clever code. It's built on the foundation of uncredited human artistry.
That's the union's position. And you have to remember, this isn't a new fight.
Right. The context is important here.
Yeah, AI was the absolute #1 sticking point during that huge actor strike just 2 years ago. Remember that? 118 days.
I do. It paralyzed Hollywood. So this isn't some theoretical future threat. It's the exact thing they were fighting against.
Exactly. Tilly Norwood is basically the physical or, well, digital manifestation of their worst fears from that strike. They fought to protect human performers from digital replication.
And now here's a hyper-real AI possibly getting a Hollywood agent. You can see why they're furious.
It definitely puts the studios in an awkward spot, doesn't it, given the recent history?
Which brings us nicely to the next layer, the whole corporate angle. This almost hypocrisy, maybe.
Well, yeah, because while actors are protesting and the unions issuing these strong warnings,
the big studios are apparently already playing with AI quite a bit.
That's what sources suggest. It's the classic say one thing, do another. Big players like Netflix, Lionsgate, Amazon, they're reportedly experimenting heavily with AI.
In what ways? Not just AI actors, surely.
Across the board, it seems. Visual effects, storyboarding, maybe even script analysis, and yes, digital doubles for background actors, maybe even stunt work. It saves money, a lot of money.
So they know it's controversial. They just went through a massive strike over it, but the potential savings are just too tempting.
It looks that way. Speed, efficiency, cost cutting. The promise of AI is removing the human variable, which is often the most expensive and unpredictable part of filmmaking.
They're testing the waters, seeing how much they can automate, how much control they can gain.
Basically saying, oh, we value human creativity, while running tests to see how closely they can replicate it without the humans.
You know, this push for digital perfection, replacing actors, it feels familiar somehow. Haven't we been here before?
We absolutely have. And history offers a pretty funny cautionary tale. This reminds me so much of 2001.
Ah, don't tell me. Aki Ross.
You got it. Aki Ross from Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within.
The original digital diva. I remember the hype. She was going to be the future.
Totally. The world's first really sophisticated, computer-generated actress. Studios thought she was it. Flawless, perfect.
And the movie?
Bombed. Hard. Lost millions for Square Enix, the studio. Aki Ross just sort of vanished into digital dust.
Right. It flopped harder than my sourdough phase during lockdown. A very expensive lesson.
An expensive lesson in something called the uncanny valley.
Explain that for anyone who hasn't heard the term.
It's that weird feeling you get, like revulsion or just deep unease, when something looks almost human, but not quite right. Something's off. You know it's synthetic.
So even back then, the tech could make something look real, but it couldn't feel real. The emotion was missing.
That seems to be the consistent problem, yeah. You can program tears, maybe, but you can't really code genuine heartbreak or that spark of human instinct.
Which circles back to Tilly Norwood. If digital perfection didn't work then, why try again now? Unless it's not really about perfection.
Exactly. I think the real motivator now, when you peel back the layers, isn't just replacement or even looks. It's control.
Control. Okay, unpack that. What kind of control does an AI actress give a studio?
Total control. Think about it. Tilly Norwood requires no complex contract negotiations. No trailer, no agent fees. Well, maybe soon. No health insurance, no pension contributions.
No scandals, no demanding creative input.
Zero risk of a PR nightmare tanking a movie. No arguments about lines. And crucially, no residuals down the line. Actors are complicated, messy, expensive. Tilly is none of that. She's predictable.
But hang on, isn't that just good business sense from a corporate point of view? Reducing risk, maximizing efficiency. Why should they put up with expensive, unpredictable artists if there's an alternative?
But that's the core tension, isn't it? The fact that there is such strong resistance from actors and maybe audiences too suggests we don't just value efficiency in art.
We value the messiness.
Kind of. We value the humanity. The studios want to eliminate unpredictability, but maybe that's exactly where the magic happens in a performance. The mistakes, the instincts, the vulnerability. That's human.
You can't code a happy accident or a moment of raw, unexpected emotion that an actor brings.
Right. So Tilly, even if she achieves technical flawlessness, kind of embodies the idea that perfection can be, well, boring.
There was that great line in one of the articles calling her AI's version of dry toast.
Yeah. Technically flawless, does the job, but missing the butter, the flavor, the thing that makes you actually want it.
So maybe Tilly isn't just a threat. Maybe she's more like a test, a mirror reflecting what happens when we chase control and efficiency over actual human connection in art.
That's a good way to put it. The resistance shows that people crave that realness. even if it's complicated.
It forces us and the industry to really define what's essential about human performance beyond just saying the lines or hitting the marks.
That's spark. The thing code can't replicate. At least not yet.
So we have to turn this over to you, the listener. What do you think? Is Tilly Norwood the future? Is this inevitable?
Or is she just another Aki Ross, a digital illusion that will fade when audiences realize something crucial is missing?
Think about it. Would you genuinely want to watch a movie starring only AI, knowing no real human heart went into those performances?
Yeah, what do you value most in the films and shows you love? Is technical perfection enough?
And if Tilly represents this ultimate pursuit of control, what does the pushback tell us about art itself? About the value we place on human flaws and creativity?
It's a lot to think about. The relationship between imperfection and great art.
Definitely food for thought. We'd love to hear what you think about all this. Does Tilly excite you? Terrify you? Let us know.
Yeah, drop us a comment or find us on social media. We're always curious about your take on these big shifts.
You can catch us here for more deep dives. And hey, if you found this whole Hollywood AI saga interesting,
please do consider liking and subscribing. It helps us keep digging into these stories.
Until next time, keep questioning and keep digging deeper.